get a bit of innovation going in your business. For many business owners, the revenue has stopped completely. So over the next 3 to 6 minutes, we're going to be talking about an approach that utilizes the value of your employees and your team to brainstorm some great ideas. But before we get into that, my name's Steve. I work with business owners to help them become the only logical choice for customers in their industry, and at the moment to look at ways to stay in that lifeboat and conserve cash. And at the moment, obviously the situation is not getting better, and a lot of business owners look like they may be going into another period of lockdown. So the trick at the moment is to think like a bit of an entrepreneur. The way forward is just to stay alive for a lot of business owners, and that may mean thinking of some innovative ways to, one, save cash, and two, to move into different types of businesses if they can, particularly online, which is a major growth area. A lot of the money is now going to online type of business. So let's have a look at an example, and a good one is a gym. It's a tricky one too, because a gym really is a service industry that its delivery mechanism is physical, so it's very susceptible to the current situation. So let's say you sit down with the gym owner, sits down with the staff, and the staff may be those that work in the gym, and the team may consist of personal trainers and instructors, and ask each person to come up with an idea that can save cash and an innovative idea that they can serve customers outside of their traditional channels. So let's have a look at a few possible suggestions that might come up out of this session. Now, these are suggestions. If you tap into the power of the people that are working in your business as a business owner, you'll find you'll get some great ideas, and your team members have a lot of value to add if you just allow them to come up with some great ideas. Now, let's have a look at some possible ideas for a gym. Now, the first one would be to cut costs and to preserve cash flow, and that might mean cutting some paid advertising and look at more cost-effective ways to do marketing. Direct marketing or social media marketing with good content are ways that you can utilize the people in your business to send your message out to a potential audience, and do it in a way where you can grow through SEO and other channels. You can grow your brand and connect with potentially new customers and your existing customers as well. Obviously, renegotiating of terms of your lease and rent are strategies that have been used prior to this, and you continue to do that as a good way to conserve cash flow during this time. Negotiating with suppliers and payables is also standard ways to look at managing cash flow. Now, other more creative ways that your team might come up with might be to, let's say that you're sitting there and your personal trainers have a network of people and they have private clients. It'd be possible to open up the premises for private client sessions where they're isolated sessions. Now, that would obviously be something that would have to be checked in the context of the rules, but these types of ideas would come out during this session. And this period, they have grown their referral business by taking private client lessons in homes. So definitely connect into the network of personal trainers. Might come up with ways that they can share the gym or something like that, and create new programs to get referrals. And when the traditional business comes back, they have two sources of additional income. So maybe a blessing in disguise to some extent. So another creative ways that you might come up would be to partner with health food companies like Light and Easy or My Muscle Chef. Now, these are potential ways to get access to those lists, and they may not generate cash flow today, but certainly there are opportunities to sell or to communicate with those other lists and to build up a potential source of future revenue, perhaps even combine those with fitness programs designed by your personal trainers. Now, these are all ideas that as you go through this process, you might find really innovative ways to go into related channels and partner with related services that are still active, and you can still maintain an ability to create some value, to conserve cash and to keep the doors open and simply survive this period. And obviously just keep in touch with customers and make sure that you don't alienate your customers or just let them walk away, because at this time, obviously, habits will change and you want those customers to come back to the gym later. So once you've gone through this process, and each team member will have a vote for what they think is the best strategy, the one that will pay off the best and be easiest to implement. And they might put a vote against each one. And you tally up the votes, and let's have a look at what the top 3 might be. And the cutting of costs might be first off the list. So cutting paid advertising or renegotiating of lease terms might get the most votes, because that's the lowest impact to people and their potentially their income. You might find that the second highest one might be to foster a relationship of private network with the personal trainers, and they might be able to utilize the premises on a very isolated basis, and that might be the second voted system. So once you've got the top 2 or 3 methods of actually engaging and pivoting your business here, then you can go about the process of implementing those changes, and you've got a great basis and a great groundwork to adjust your business and to adapt to the times, and to look at partnering with other businesses and creative ways to keep the doors open. So there's a process that you can follow with your team. Tap into the value of your team is the point that we're looking at here, and get some ideas and get some buy-in from your team, and you'll be surprised at the quality of the suggestions. So if you connect with anything you hear here, just click on the link below, make a comment, ask any question you want. Just that I've got a 50 free business building strategies pack there. It's a great set of business resources. Just grab it and have a look through it. Thanks very much.